And no issue.
Okay, fine. Kashish, can you tell us something about yourself? Like how many years of experience you have in manual testing and in automation testing?
Yes, yes. Yeah, myself Kashish, and I am belongs to Haryana, and I have totally 2.5 year experience from one of the MNC. In starting, I worked as a manual tester for one of the project as a functional tester role for 1 year. After that, I am moved for a Apple project. It's an automation project, and I'm working as an automation engineer in that project. I have exposed on lot of tools like Jira, Jenkins, and Quick Squish. It's an inbuilt tool for Apple. Yeah, I have total 2.5 year of experience.
Total 2.5 years of experience. Okay, sounds good. So can you tell us something about the automation framework in which you are working?
Yeah, in my current project, I'm audible fine, no?
Yes, yes, you
My
are
voice is
completely audible. Yeah.
yeah. In my current project, we are using BDD Cucumber framework, in which we are creating feature files under resources package with dot feature extensions, and we are creating step definition files in which we mentions all our methods of given when then, and in pages.java we create the implementation of that method, and by creating an object we call that validations in step definition, and we run the feature files. In that manner we will get the executed result. Also
Okay.
we are locating our locators in .yml file.
Okay. Is it possible for you? I mean, you have joined from laptop, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah. So is it possible for you to write a code using Cucumber, the BDD, and
Oh
you
yes.
need to automate the Gmail application, the login page? Yeah.
I don't have any ID installed, but I will write in Notepad if you want.
Okay, no issues. You can write in Notepad itself. I'll give you the sharing rights. You can share your screen and you can write the code with respect to those keywords given when then those keywords also you have to use. Okay.
That's it. Notepad. The screen is visible.
Yes, yes, visible. But now voice is getting some.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now it's fine.
Hmm. What to write? What's the feature? Login into the Gmail application.
Gmail
Gmail.
account. Yeah, yeah.
Huh?
If you are not comfortable holding this headphones, so you can remove the headphones. I think without headphones also from the system, the volume would come, right? Otherwise, you'll have to hold it for 30 minutes.
No issue.
Yeah. So you have completed writing.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you walk us through the scenario outline feature? What is the difference between, okay, what do you mean by scenario outline?
The scenario outline means giving the idea about what is the scenario and what we are mentioned in the feature file. And when we use scenario outline, we are also used to give the examples. Means we are passing the data from feature file only.
Okay. And what do you mean by step definition?
In step definition, these methods are creating when we run the cucumber, run as cucumber. These implementations are created, methods are created automatically, and then we place this method over there. And uh, with the help of control click, we are able to navigate through this feature file to step definition.
Correct. Now, what is the use of background keyword in Cucumber?
Background keyword. Sorry, I'm not
No
aware
issue.
about that background.
No issues. So actually background keyword is nothing but it is used to group multiple given statements into a single group.
Okay.
So let's say if you have certain statements and those are to be repeated after, I mean, those are to be repeated in each scenario of your feature file. For example, let's say if you have to log in with an admin user, if you have to log in with a non-admin user, so you would need those kind of scenarios. I mean, those kind of statements which would be repeated in each and every test. So you are using background keyword over there. Okay, fine. So next question is, let's say if I have to run only 5 test cases out of 10 test cases in BDD Cucumber. First question is, can I do it? Is it achievable? And second question is, if yes, then how? Hello. Yeah, your voice is not audible. Yeah.
Your question is we need to run the 5 test cases.
Yeah,
Means
yeah,
a
that's
single feature file.
correct. Correct.
Then we can given annotations over there that features like annotations as test 1, test 2, test 3, and with the help of that we can run that test cases only.
Okay. Okay. Great. Now, if
Like
I,
we
yeah, yeah,
uh,
please,
in
please go ahead.
in our project we give usually annotations over the feature file, and with that annotations we trigger the bill in Jenkins by passing that annotations like landing at the rate landing page annotations or login page annotations.
Mhm. Okay. Fine. Now, let us take an example of a banking website. Okay. You are supposed to run the automation and test that particular website via this particular framework. Now, there are various features available in that banking website. One would be of login, one would be of doing some transactions, one would be of checking the notifications, right? Now, on one fine day, your manager calls you or your test lead calls you, and they tell you that you have to run the automation for one particular module only. So how will you achieve that via Cucumber? So, so
Like
should I repeat the question?
yes,
Yeah. Do you want me to repeat the question?
yes, repeat please, one
Yeah,
repeat.
yeah, sure, sure. I'll repeat. Let's say you are supposed to run the automation of one particular banking based website. Okay. Now there are several modules, several features available in that website. One is login feature is available. One is any transactions that you are doing. One is statement feature available. Then notification is available. Let's say you have to test something with respect to credit cards, with respect to loan, with respect to rewards that are available, right? So your automation is already available for throughout the application. Now they want you to test some particular specific module only, right? So
Yeah,
yeah.
we can do that like in login we have a feature file for login.
Okay.
Then we will create a separate or in unique tag for that feature file.
Okay.
And for a transaction we have a like tag for transaction validate. and when we want to run that only that feature file, we will give at the rate a landing page feature file, then only landing page script will run, and we are able to validate that whether the build is success or not. And in that manner we will achieve to specific scenario.
Correct. How many test cases do you automate every day?
uh, yeah, it's the I'm not sure with any number. It depends upon complexity. Sometimes test cases which comes to me, it's quite easy, like a landing page or then validate the tiles of landing page,
Right.
something like that. Then I will automate two, three, or maximum four, five in a day. And
Mhm.
sometimes the issue comes in one of the test cases, and that is not able to resolve. So it will take one full day as well. So I'm not sure with any number.
Correct, correct. No, so this is a good answer. Uh, Whenever you get this question in an interview, don't tell like you are able to automate 10 scripts, 20 scripts, 5 scripts in a day. And based on the scenarios, based on the type of test case that you have to automate, it totally varies. The time totally varies according to that. Okay.
Yes.
Right. Now, what happens when we keep, I mean, what is the significance of using try and catch block?
Try and catch block is mainly used for exception handling. While like when we running the script and sometimes uh, script is failing at some point, and we are knowing that point, maybe the script will fail at that point. To handle that part, we are using try catch block. Whether if the issue, if the statement is working fine, then a try block will work. Else, it will throw exception. Whether it will fail for this exception.
Right, right. What do you mean by encapsulation?
Encapsulation means binding the data and code together in a single unit.
Now, what is the difference between array list and linked list?
Array list is a set. Array list is a list in which elements are present in a sequential manner, and in linked list, the element having the address of previous element.
So, how will you merge your code in Git? Are you using Git or Bitbucket?
Git.
Git. Yeah. So, how will you merge your code in Git?
Uh, Actually, I have not merged code in Git. I just push my code over Git, and then my lead review the code, and then they will merge into the main branch.
Okay, no issues. So, this will be an open question for the viewers who are watching this video, right? How do you merge your code in Git, right? So, this is fine.
I
Okay.
know about the pull request only.
Pull request. Okay. So do you have any best practices or standard or coding guidelines before you push your code into the Git? Or, I mean, is there any checklist that you are following?
Yeah, there is some pre-projects which are already delivered. We have to follow that standards only. According to that standards, we will code our in our project, and after that there is a review with team lead, and if some changes required, then they will send in pull request, and we will update that changes, and then code is merged.
Okay. Can you tell us something about those coding guidelines or review guidelines that you are following?
Means the locators are always like XPath, and it's not in absolute XPath, because in some time when any node is replaced, then this may cause an issue. So mostly they follow the relative XPath, and for like we will uh, using some specific utilities called like picking up the date from date picker, something like that, that we need to comment over that.
Yeah, sorry to
We,
interrupt, but can you stop sharing your screen? We would be able to then see you. Yeah. Yeah. So you were telling something about code review guidelines. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, in code review, they are means for every page, like in for landing page, we have a separate .yml file. All the locators of landing page are placed over there. And
Oh,
for like create any user, there is another separate file. In that manner, we are placing the locators in different. So it's easily to understandable for a newcomers. If someone comes for on my project, they can easily pick up the locators. Like this is a locator file for create invoice, or this is a locators file for landing page. In that manner, we will place the locator. And in step definition, we just calling the method. We are not giving any implementation. We are not giving any wait condition over there. All the definition of that methods are placed over in page.java file. These are the some standards which we are following up
Right, right. Okay. So which is the programming language that you are using in the framework?
in Java with Selenium.
Java with Selenium you are using. Okay. Can you explain me the OOPS concepts that you have implemented in your framework?
OOPS concept.
Yeah, yeah. Like how have you implemented inheritance? You would have implemented at some place. Then in some code you would have implemented abstraction, polymorphism. So those kind of OOPS concepts you would have implemented in your framework, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So
Inheritance mainly we use for code reusability. We
mhm.
have one package called utilities inside which we have some journal files which we generally use in all the project, and all of members need to use that, like random access file and wait condition files and something, uh,
Right.
these type of files we place in utils package. So in that manner we are using inheritance. And polymorphism, like when we create object of WebDriver equal to nom driver, in that manner we will achieve the runtime polymorphism, because the same script we will run on different browser to test. So in that manner we will do polymorphism.
Sounds good. How about abstraction?
Abstraction means we will go abstraction.
You can take your time to recall. No issue.
Abstraction means, in abstraction we are just in step definition we calling the methods which we created in pages file. We are
Yes.
just defining only the methods of given when then statement. These are the methods. This is method for login, this is method to validate. We are not showing the complete code behind that. That means this is a code for this thing. When functional team member or other team member testing that thing, they will just checking the automation flow whether it will working as per the expectation or not. They will not go inside the coding definitions. Means the what coding standard they are following and what he or she code behind.
Okay. Can you give me an example of a defect with low severity and high priority?
Low severity and high priority. Seriousness less and yeah, like we have a website, and in that website uh, uh, the logo is not appearing as properly. The logo image is not properly, but so that logo is not creating any issue with the website. Every proper website is working, but the logo is not creating any issue. So we will do further testing if you want. So the priority is low for that logo, and the severity is high because it's a uh, brand value.
Are you sure that severity will be high and priority will be low if a logo or brand is not displayed properly?
If the logo is not displayed properly, then it will impact on the brand. So the priority is high and
Right.
severity is lesser.
Correct. So
Explain only.
priority will be high, severity will be low. Okay, fine. What is the difference between load testing and stress testing?
Load testing is kind of non-functional testing, and stress testing also comes under non-functional testing. In load testing, like website is for 10 users, and we will at that time that 20 users are using that website at the same time. then sometimes the application is not working as per the expectations. So in that conditions, load is increased. That's why application failing. And in testing, when testers are testing the application, they will go beyond the limit and making more stress over the website to check whether how much stress the website will take, and at what level it will take the stress.
Correct. So load testing is testing the application within the specified limit. Stress testing is testing the application or the software beyond the
Beyond the
specified.
limit.
Okay, Kashish, I'm done with the interview. Do you have any questions for me?
Uh, no questions for automation or Java.
Yeah, I think that cucumber thing we covered, those were good. I mean, your concepts are clear. Then oops concepts also we covered. Then yes, you can get questions on finally, right? Then I think we covered about try catch block as well. So and then you can get interview questions on array list, linked list. What is the difference between set and map, right? So those questions you might get in an interview. Okay.
Yeah, I have a question for you. That on 2 days back, I had an interview with TCS for technical round, and they asked me around 7 8 questions, and I able to answer around 5 6 questions. I am thinking that I will get a congratulation mail from TCS. But
Okay. Great.
can you tell me about that? What we need to check in HR round, because I not even faced any single HR round. What we specifically need to check in that HR round?
Okay. So in an HR round, basically one of the aspect is about the salary discussion that they would be doing. Then about the notice period and all those things that they would tell you. Apart from that, along with the HR, there would be also a managerial round, right? So in the manager round, they might ask you the questions on the
That is
that is done. That is also completed.
that is also follow up with interview or a technical round.
Okay, okay, so that is also done. So I think in the HR, generally it is salary discussion, notice period, which location you would be joining. So those all things would be discussed. Nothing much from the technical side.
Is there any specific thing we just need to ask for HR in the HR round?
No, no, nothing as such. If the manager round is also done, that means you will be getting placed in TCS very soon. You will be
If
having
we
a
want if we want to ask in which project we are deployed, then we need to ask in HR round only, or to whom we will concern about that after joining which
yeah. So
project I will deploy, either is automation or manual.
yeah. So in which project you are going to get an opportunity. So those things you would come to know in the technical round or in the managerial round. You can ask them like what would be the project. But generally, even if you ask the questions, they will tell you that. It depends on the interviewer. Some interviewers are cool enough that they will tell you the project and other things, while some interviewers are such that they will tell you we cannot disclose anything as of now. It depends on the project availability or the resource required in some particular project to be moved, right? So they won't disclose as such, but don't worry about those things. If you have the automation thing skill set in your resume, definitely they'll take you for the automation only.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any other thing that you would like to ask?
No, no. Thank you so much, and thank you to you and your entire team.
Yeah.
You
Thank
are
you
doing
so
such a
much.
great job for us.
Yeah, yeah. So thank you so much for coming to our channel. And meanwhile, if you can share some interview questions also that you had got in an TCS interview, it would be great. Right? You can send us
Yeah,
an
I will
email.
mail you.
Yeah, with the managerial round, technical round, and then you can share the HR round as well. And do let me know. Do let us know if you get selected. We will be happy to share your success story on our channel also. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, and all the best for your career.
Thank you. Bye.